All right. The title of this video is Uber CEO is out of touch. Here's why. All right, check out this graphic, huh? Uber CEO is out of touch. Here's why. Well, we've got the Uber CEO getting out of his private jet. Okay, so this is how it went down. I was looking at my Google News and I get this Business Insider article that says, when to tip your Uber driver, according to CEO Dara Khosrowshahi. So I read the article. And as I'm reading the article, I'm getting pretty angry. I'm getting pretty irritated. I'm getting pretty, you know? And I'll put a link for the article below. So I reached out to Harry, the Rideshare Guy, and I said, can I make a video about this? Because this is just BS. I just can't believe that the head of Uber, who we all serve, who we go out every day and risk our lives and put in our own capital, and he's saying these things about tipping, which is a fundamental component of how we make money. Let me make a video about this. So he said, as he does. So that's what this is about. I'm going to point out 3 comments that he made, and we'll look at them and see what you think, and I'll tell you what I think. And I'm just making the argument that the head of Uber shouldn't be saying this kind of stuff because it's not good for the drivers. And we are what brings the money in, right? So I'm going to cover those 3 things, and stick around to the end. I will share with you why Uber needs to lead and not shrug when it comes to drivers. So all that and a whole lot more coming up. Hey everybody, it's Jay Crater with the Rideshare Guy. Drinking today, this is an espresso shot, which my Dulce Gusto machine makes. It's very strong and packs a punch. So that's what we're drinking right now. The reason I'm drinking this is because I've already had a full cup of coffee, and then I had a latte, and right now it's 9:07 in the morning here in Bangkok, and I don't want to drink too much coffee. So I'm just having a shot here, basically for you out there in video land who are watching this. Okay, so by way of background, you know, gig workers, we depend on tips, right? So there's a nice image of some money, and you know, how do you make enough money so that you can pay your bills? Well, for us drivers, tips are essential, right? They can make the difference between a great shift and a not great shift. If you go without any tips, man, it's a hard way to make money. So we count on those tips. So it would be great for the CEO of Uber to say, tips are really important, and your drivers really work hard for you, and they're using their own vehicle, and they're putting their own gas in the car, and you know, there's more and more drivers joining the workforce, so it's harder and harder to get rides, and we're not doing the surge like we used to, and now we're doing the upfront pricing so that we can take more from the driver. So it'd be great if you went out and tipped. But that's not what he said. Number 1, he said tipping is entirely optional. All right. So first, let me just say hats off to ChatGPT for helping me to make some great graphics, I think. So just look at that image there. Tipping is entirely optional. Nice quote. And then we see in the background the CEO of Uber having a nice meal with a nice glass of wine. Totally out of touch. Tipping is entirely optional. So that is pretty obvious, right? It's not even much of a statement. It's just saying, obviously, tipping is optional. You don't have to tip. But why? Why say that? Why put that out there as the leader of Uber, that it's completely optional? That just gives passengers even more of a reason not to tip, right? Just plants it in their mind. Coming from the top down, it's almost like he doesn't appreciate how important his voice is for us, the drivers. Okay, number 2, but again, this is the quote, but again, it's really a personal choice that you're making. that's really up to you. So again, he's kind of saying the same thing, right? And again, the message is, don't worry about it. It's optional. Don't take it too seriously. And as me as a driver, I'm like, why are you even saying that? What's the value of saying that? If you just shut up and didn't even say that, that would be better for us, right? Because most people think, this is a service industry, and a service industry, like you go to a restaurant, everybody tips, right? Everybody tips. But I can say for me, I only get about 15 to 20% of my revenue comes from tips, and most people do not tip. The statistics I saw was it's 1 out of 5 people tip, rideshare drivers. Whereas in restaurants, it's virtually 100%. We depend on tips just as much as restaurant workers. But here's Dara K saying, but again, it's really a personal choice that you're making. That's really up to you. Doesn't help us. This is what he said. You should only tip if you feel you got your money's worth and then some. And then some. That's kind of insulting, right? We do a good job, right? Get in my car, it's a clean car, smells good, I've got good music playing, and off we go. We may have a conversation. We may not have a conversation. That's really up to the passenger. But what's then some? I mean, do I have to do a magic trick? Do I have to be like Oz Perlman and do a mentalist trick? Do I have to break out some, fancy snacks for them to eat? I mean, it's raising the bar higher so that more people will think, I'm not going to tip unless, this guy can walk on water for me. And again, why? Why, Dara K? Why would you say this stuff unless you just don't give a rat's ass about us, the drivers? And I really think that's the case. Okay, so as we're wrapping it up, final point, Uber needs to lead, not shrug. Uber loves to talk about innovation, but where's the leadership on fair pay? If you won't increase drivers' pay, in fact, you're decreasing drivers' pay. There's been a lot of research shown about how the upfront pricing has increased your take rate. At least promote tipping in the app and stop telling people that it's optional and only if you do something really miraculous and special should you tip your driver. So what you're looking at now is I had AI make this kind of what it feels like to me, all right? This is the Uber executive, and above the top of the totem pole is shareholders. Below that is passengers, and that's who he's really addressing in this article. He wants them to feel very comfortable being inside of an Uber and not feel any pressure to tip us, the drivers. And then below that is the autonomous vehicles, right? The future for Uber is no drivers at all, which is another reason why we are at the bottom of the totem pole. And as you can see us there, we are the drivers. So it's all about money, and the shareholder overlords are the number one priority, and passengers below that. And then you got your robotaxis coming to take over our jobs, and then us. So as I go to the key takeaways, I'm going to show you this beautiful image. Now you guys are drivers and I'm a driver, and we're by nature pretty positive, and we're hopeful about the future. And I love this image because it's in the morning, the sun is shining, and we're about to take a turn into something brand new. And that's how I'm gonna leave this. That as drivers, it's tough enough. I don't appreciate Dara K saying this crap, giving people even more of an out to not pay us what we're worth. But we'll find a way. We'll find a way. We'll find a way as drivers, and we'll find a way finding something else to do to make money. I guess that's my key takeaway. Is this is the situation we're in. It does seem to keep getting worse. Over the 10 years that I've been doing this, the driver job is paying less and less and less and requiring more and more and more. And this is just another sign, the writing on the wall, that you got to go out and find something else to do in addition to or to replace driving. So that's my key takeaway. Thanks for watching the video. I love making these videos. hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the nice AI graphics I put together for you. And I'll see you next time. If you haven't subscribed yet to the Rideshare Guy, subscribe. Go out, if you like the video, let people know. That way more people can see it. That's great for the Rideshare Guy. Go tell somebody you love them, because that will make their day. Have a great day. Be safe out there. I'll see you next time. Jay Crater, Rideshare Guy. Bye for now.